The Garmin Golf App is the software that you get for free when you buy any of these watches that can take your game to the next level quickly. Now the app comes on the mobile and the desktop version, and we're here on the desktop version. We've come into our scorecards, and as you can see, we've got all our scorecards saved that we've played when using one of these watches. So I played Royal Lakeside on Thursday, the 2nd of May, and we come in here and we get a detailed breakdown of our scorecard. So we get the score on each hole, whether we hit the fairway, missed to the right or missed to the left, whether we hit the green regulation and the amount of putts. And if you're using like the S42, the S62 or the S70, you can get advanced shot tracking. And what that will do is it will prompt you to input your club that you hit after each shot, and then it will plot it out on the map like this. Now I birdied the 17th hole, so this actually brings me back and I can remember how I actually played it. So 253 with the driver off the tee, a nice 86-yard pitching wedge onto the green, and then we sunk a long putt for the birdie. Now I have some of these that are like 3 months old, and when I'm looking at how I played each hole, it actually brings me back and I can relive the moments. And also this is very rich data, obviously, for seeing where your game's going well, seeing where you're falling down, and for actually improving at the game of golf. And we've got all our scorecards, so I can go back and look at when I was just starting out to take the game seriously in 2022, and I was shooting like 116 and 115 on the golf courses around Dublin and just stinking the whole place up, to now where I'm like pushing to break 90 and pushing to break 80 every time we play. We can come in here to the performance stats and I can see my handicap, which is 12. And that's really, really handy because I probably wouldn't even know my handicap if I wasn't tracking all my stats using the golf watch and the golf app. So you can also see how I perform compared to other people that are at a similar handicap. My driving's better, my approach play is better, but my chipping is a little bit worse. So that gives me a good idea of what I need to work on to bring my game, to the next level and to knock some strokes off the round. Another super handy thing here is that I can see all my driving stats that I've ever hit when using the watch. So we can see I missed to the right 38% of the time, missed to the left 18% of the time, but I tend to miss to the left more when I do pull the ball. You can see my longest drive is 278 and the medium drive is 230. And we can come down here and we can actually see the longest drive. Now this was April 3rd, but I can remember it like yesterday when I'm looking at this map. Obviously we had the wind following, played a nice long high drive and the wind just took it 278, so very happy with that one. I can see all my approach play as well, so I hit the green 52% of the time on my approaches, which is actually quite good. But what's really cool about this is that I can break it down by each club. So the 8 iron is my favourite, and I can see I hit the green 80% of the time with the 8 iron and leave it short 20% of the time. And then, so comparing that against the pitching wedge, you can see I only hit the green 73% of the time and I'm missing to the left a little bit with the pitching wedge. So maybe I should aim a little bit more to the right when I'm using the pitching wedge. And obviously I should be improving with the pitching wedge if I want to take my game to the next level, because it's not as accurate as my 8 iron. So that's really, really handy. You can come in and see your approach stats with every club. And if you get the Garmin CT10 sensors, you can also get more rich data for your chipping and your putting. So coming back in here, we've got course stats. Every course I've ever played is saved here, so we've got all the rounds saved. And if you have like a home course or you're a member of a course, you can see your stats on that course and how you're improving over time. So another really cool thing is the leaderboards. So as I said, I played Royal Lakeside this week, and we can see the scorecard for everyone using Garmin watches who played at Royal Lakeside this week are in a leaderboard for their round. Now we were 3 over with 5 holes left, but we had a little bit of a crumble, and you can see us here at 10 over through 18 and tied for 11th place. So really, really cool. Swing analysis, that is something that you can do through the watch. We haven't set it up yet. Oh, it's actually been removed, so that's actually gone. So that's the Garmin Golf App. So much rich data that it takes from your game that you can come back, you can dissect, you can see where you're doing well, see where you're falling down, see where you need to improve. And it also helps you to remember, all the golf that you've played over the years, and it can bring you back to relive some of your best moments on the course as well. So the Garmin Golf App, not many people talk about it, but it really is one of the major perks of owning one of the Garmin Golf watches. When it's something that you get into using and you actually improve your game by using these watches, it's something that you can live without going forwards once you realize how really handy and effective it is in improving your game and taking it to the next level.